So hello everybody and welcome to my Polish vocab workup section. Here I'm going to be talking about verbs, learning new verbs and vocabs, and doing some major differences between different types of verbs, of tenses, of actually aspects. Because in Polish language we have two aspects, the imperfective aspect and the perfective aspect, and I'm going to be telling you the difference between the two aspects and when do we use each, because for people who are learning Polish they might face this problem, and it's kind of a little bit challenging, but not if you understand the point of it. So today we're going to talk about iść, which means to go, and it's an imperfective form or aspect, which means that it's an ongoing process, that it's not corrupted yet. So when you say iść, it means that you are the same as present continuous as when you say I am going. So when you say ja idę, it means that I'm going now. However, pójść, the verb pójść, as you noticed that there's only the future conjugation for it, there's no present conjugation for it, like there's no present tense for it. The present tense for it is like this verb. So you say ja pójdę. When you say ja pójdę, it means I will go. It doesn't mean I am going. So simply you can think about it that imperfective means present continuous, imperfective means future, simple future. This is one way to think about it. I hope you are all familiar with the conjugation, but if you aren't so much, or you need to refresh your memory, and just put here the tables. So ja idę, idziesz, idzie, idziemy, idziecie, oni, one idą. And for here you just add pójdę, pójdziesz, pójdzie, pójdziemy, pójdziecie, pójdą. So the past simple, the past tense for this verb can be a little bit different from the verb form. It's gonna be more like szedłem, szłam, szedłeś, szłaś, szedł, szła, szło. So you gotta learn these guys by yourselves, because these are just like memorizing. And once you learn them, it's gonna be easy, because for example here, szedłem, here just add po, and it's gonna be poszedłem. And here means here it means the past continuous, if you want, and here it's like the simple past. So here it's like saying I was going, or here I went. So that's the difference between the two forms. I wrote some examples I would like to talk about. So I will go to sleep. Ja pójdę spać. You don't have to say ja in Polish, you know, like you can, or you can say directly pójdę spać. I'm just putting it for yeah. So pójdę spać. I didn't say. You can say idę spać. It means I'm going to sleep. Pójdę spać simply means I will go to sleep. So as I was walking on the street yesterday, I saw you in the coffee shop. Jak szłam, so was walking, so we use the past continuous, the imperfective form. So szłam, when I was walking. As I was walking on the street yesterday, I saw you, widziałam you in the coffee shop, ciebie w kawiarni. So as I was walking on the street, I saw you in the coffee shop. You could say jak poszłam wczoraj na ulicę. Like no one is gonna tell you that it's wrong, but like the most correct form is like jak szłam, because you're saying while in the process I was walking yesterday, I saw you. However, if you say jak poszłam, it's gonna change a little bit of the meaning, and it's not gonna be accurate as this form. Szłam. Okay. I went to sleep yesterday at 7 p.m. So simply you use the perfective form, which is the simple past, which is this form, because we're indicating something that already happened. It's perfect. It just happened. I went to sleep yesterday. Poszłam wczoraj spać o 19. So simple as that. Yesterday we went to the hospital. Wczoraj poszliśmy do szpitala. So we went, just as simple. So it's perfect because we've already done this action. It's already done. Wczoraj widzieliśmy psa, gdy szliśmy do szpitala. So this is like kind of adding to this example here. I just like try to change it to change the tense here so I can explain the difference. So here, yesterday we saw a dog while we were going to the hospital. Wczoraj widzieliśmy psa, gdy szliśmy do szpitala. While we were going. So here, szliśmy instead of poszliśmy. Because here it's continuous past. We were going do szpitala. So we use this form. Iść, which is the imperfective, which conjugates in the past to szliśmy, if you're saying my szliśmy. So I hope it was, like this example made the difference and so clear. And here I just put a diagram, I just created from my own imagination. For many Polish people, it's gonna be a little bit like odd or not true, but for foreigners, because I was learning Polish, I'm foreigner, I'm not Polish, I kind of built this in my mind using my imagination, because apparently for me it makes sense how verbs can change in the suffix to mean something else or to change a little bit of meaning. For example, iść, the word iść, and the word pójść, there's a difference between them, which is po in the beginning. For me, it makes sense, because if you add po with iść, it's gonna translate to pójść, because pójść, so it's gonna be something in the future more. And if you add the v with iść, it's gonna be wejść, which means enter. So for me, v with as a prefix with a verb means like enter or something, and it also happens with other verbs as well. That's what I've noticed. And wy plus iść means wejść. So in my imagination, the same. I thought it means go out, because it works as well for other verbs like wychodź, so go out as well, or wydech, it means breathe out. And here z plus iść, for example, means zejść, means go down. And also you can do there's dojść, which means do plus iść means dojść, to arrive. And there's other examples. Some people might say that this is like bullshit. I'm sorry for this word, but like for me it kind of made it easy on me to memorize these, because there's a big amount of words. But this really makes sense, and for me it makes sense. I hope it is helpful for you guys, and I hope you learned something today, and you learned something new, and I made some things clear. And if you liked my video and if it was helpful, please subscribe and click the bell icon next to the subscription button so you can get notification whenever I publish a new video. Thank you.